Yeah, the second question I answered first, just because it's evolved based on trying to be more efficient with the work that you get in and more intentional about how each day is kind of designed on court, off court. Probably the first decade of was more on court than off court, and that's actually flipped now, where it's probably 60-40 off court to on court percentage now, and even that is, like you said, data driven on heart rate stuff, foot strikes, how long you're on your feet, like all those type of things that help monitor the output that you have over the summer, so that you're working smarter and coming into camp fresh, knowing that there's still a little bit of building to go. That's what training camp's for, but that I'm in pretty good shape where you're not putting your body through any type of unnecessary stress with that transition from off season to in season. And that's been fun to kind of try to figure out on the fly. Acknowledge what makes your team, what character it has to obviously play, have the expectation that we're going to be capable of beating everybody and anybody on any given night. But to your point, the endurance of 82, I think last year the biggest thing was we don't want to be in a position where you're chasing down the stretch of the season. Like, if you could at all be in control of that, where the last 2 months, even though we had a great record, it felt like every game was a playoff game for 2 straight months, and then you transition into a very tough 7-game series, and then you're 48 hours from a round 2, game 1. Like, it was a very condensed, high level of basketball. And so we want to be able to try to get through the 82 with a little bit more of a ability to kind of control the ebbs and flows of it. How we get there, like, we'll figure it out. I think everything we do around here is unique, for sure. So it kind of adds to that journey. Us being realistically championship relevant for this long is unique. Us trying to maintain that for as long as we have is unique, and JK's situation is unique. Me being in my position where I'm at in my stage of my career is unique. Like, the whole deal is just, it's you got to take the good with the chaos as well of it, because it is kind of unprecedented. So keeps me going, because it keeps everything kind of front and center on trying to, again, focus on winning. Like, and we've done a really good job of that over the years, and want to keep doing it.
Jimmy, being here from the start of training camp, obviously a much different scenario than what happened last year. Obviously that helps you guys. In what ways does it help? How significant can that be to have him right from the start?
I think first it helps him just as a human being, as a player, to have something that he knows, a situation he knows, based on how last year ended, how we do things, what he can help and continue to help us do at a high level, but then just have that clarity coming in where we can have the conversations that we were having, in a very short span after the trade last year. And it's, the way that we finished playing, or our record towards the end of the year, it was fun for all of us. So to kind of carry that momentum into a training camp, I think he's talked about just how happy he is to be in a space where he can just play basketball and there's not any noise around him.
So this summer, it's your first time bringing the Curry camp to China, and there are a lot of young players from Korea, Japan, and China. And what potential you saw on those young kids?
More than like specific potential of specific kids, just the idea of basketball at a high level around the world is continuing to grow. The skill level is, and the excitement around the game is really special, and I was happy to kind of experience that in Chongqing this year, and have something that I've done here in the States for a very long time with the Curry camp and bring it over there. So basketball's at an all-time high, not only from an awareness and fandom perspective, but from kids who are playing and really taking it seriously and working on their game. So it's great to see.